that feeling of coming into this wonderful house that's looking after all our treasures, not just Fiji, but the whole of Pacifica in this case. I was honored to be asked to be part of this project, and also I came with a hidden motive. I wanted to look at the things to also educate my own family, my own household, that these things were here for them and my grandchildren to come. That, you know, there's a place where they can come and say, yes, this is mine, this belongs to me.
The reason why we came up with the name, because of the word Yau means treasures. So what we see in front of us here, Yau, and Vakaviti means of Fijian origin. So that's the first part of it, which is Yau Vakaviti.
Ka Mareqeti means something to be treasured, to preserved. And I think all encompassed in that is the thought of the future, yeah? All of these treasures from the past to preserve for the future generations.
Yeah, so in a nutshell, Yau Vakaviti, Ka Mareqeti can be defined as Fijian treasures that are treasured.
I think Auckland Museum is quite the leader in this type of program, yeah, because I'm with the old thought of, like, you go to a museum, you look, but you're not allowed to see or touch. And you hear of many other treasures that are stored here. And we were told about the program, and I thought, wow, we're actually going to get to see all of that? It's like, that's, you know, unheard of. And so, yeah, just the thought of coming in and seeing a lot of these treasures from, you know, you see it in a book, you read and you learn about it in school, but to actually come and see the objects and like the numbers of them and to actually touch them, oh, just amazing. I know it's quite real honor to be a part of it.
And last week what was interesting was grandparents bringing their grandchildren. And I had a number of emails that came through, was that their little grandchildren just couldn't stop talking the whole night. Even in the car when they were going home, one grandmother said, oh, my little granddaughter keeps saying, oh, so grandma, I'm Fijian. And it was so lovely that the program at the museum validated that part, you know.
To know that, you know, they came here and they said, wow, these things takes me back, you know, to my childhood memory. Yeah. I've really enjoyed my time here with PCAP and just being around all our Fijian treasures. Yeah, it's been such a joy.
I think it's there's quite a buzz in the community, and I think Dr. John Jonathan from the Cook Islands, former teacher of mine, he made a comment once that he believed cultural preservation and a lot of this will be led by most islanders who live overseas. And I think that's just been illustrated with this program here, because so I think it's such a crucial role that we're going to play here, and I think this is going to filter back to the islands. You know, once they see how we've responded and reacted to the program, it's definitely going to, like Joanna mentioned, it's really opened up. A lot of the elderly have said, well, I grew up with this, and then their thoughts are directed to the little ones. Oh, they didn't, you know, they haven't had that experience. So it's going to get them to think, what can I do to help them have the same experience? So I think that's how, you know, it's been such a really good, good role that it's played.
And thanks to social media, you know, that are connecting, you know, the whole global Fijian village. And everyone is all part of this, you know, and everyone is talking about it, and it's cutting through all the age group and all the tribes. So, you know, I think the younger Fijians will now be proud to be a Fijian, because, you know, they're learning more about themselves, and it's a beautiful thing.